हेलो माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स एंड फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू माय पेज किड्स लर्निंग क्लासरूम स्टाइल में शिखा। आप सबको मेरा जय श्री श्याम। होप यू all are doing good and enjoying the learning videos that I'm making regularly with lot of love and a very useful and a very relevant content for the students who are in the primary classes. Also, happy Navratri to you all, because as when I'm recording this video, Navratri festival has already started. May all my dear students have a lot of blessings of Ma Durga. So today's topic is water bodies, which is a part of your social science subject. As we all know that the earth is covered with 71% of water, and we have only 29% of land on which we live. So all the 71% of water that I am referring to, we will know about these. What are the various different water bodies which are a part of the 71% water that is covered by our earth. So water bodies are significant accumulations of water like oceans, seas, lakes and rivers that covers earth's surface and include groundwater and various other natural or artificial formations like pond, wetlands and reservoir. So what is water bodies? It's basically an accumulation, a significant accumulation of water. And these we know, we would have also heard about oceans, seas, rivers, lakes. So these all combined are a part of water bodies. So now we'll study about each of these part of water bodies in a little brief. I'll cover the important points. I'll also cover, the largest ocean or smallest ocean in India. Similarly, the rivers, the lakes, and so on and so forth. So let's first get started with the ocean. So what are oceans? So oceans are the vast, interconnected bodies of salt water, playing a vital role in climate regulation, the water cycle, and providing habitats for diverse life. So oceans are huge, very huge, very vast. And these all oceans are basically interconnected water bodies, and the water of oceans is a salt water. And salt water, my dear students, are the water which cannot be consumed in our homes for our day-to-day activities. The salty water we cannot consume. Yes, so if I show you a picture of the oceans, these are the various oceans. If you see this, as these are the part of lands, but a vast variety of this land surface is covered by water. And these majority of these big Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, these all are water and are very big interconnected water bodies. So now we understand how many oceans are there. So basically there are 5 oceans. So what are those? The Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Antarctic Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. So there are 5 oceans. Let's understand some in few points about them. So the Pacific Ocean is the largest and the deepest ocean. So Pacific Ocean is the largest and the deepest. It separates America from Asia and Australia. Arctic Ocean is the smallest ocean and shallowest ocean located in northern hemisphere. The Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean, which separates North and South America from Europe and Africa. The Antarctic Ocean is also known as Southern Ocean. And the Indian Ocean is the only ocean named after a country located between Africa, Asia and Australia. And in this particular map, you will be able to locate all. So here is the Pacific Ocean. Then you have the Indian Ocean, Antarctic Ocean. Then you have the Atlantic Ocean. And here you have all these oceans, and then above you have the Arctic Ocean. Yes. So now we'll understand about the seas. Now we'll study about the seas. So what are seas? Seas is a large body of salt water, typically smaller than ocean, and partly or mostly enclosed by a land. So basically, sea is also a very large water body, but these are compared to oceans smaller than oceans and are partly or mostly covered by land. Seawater cannot be used for home to grow plants and crops because seawater is what is a body of salt water. So this is the sea here. If you will see here, so basically they basically as far as I have seen, there is partly or they are mostly enclosed by a land. So the largest sea bordering India is the Arabian Sea, while the Andaman Sea is the smallest sea of the seas associated with India. And when we talk about the world, the largest sea is the Philippine Sea, while the smallest sea is the Sea of Marmara. Why I'm telling you all this information, my dear students? Because these can also be a part of your general knowledge. So knowing the largest and the smallest rivers, seas, oceans, lakes of India, that basically our country and across the world, is very important and a good to know information that can be useful for you. You don't know when. So that's why I try to provide information as much as I can, and also basically a relevant information to you all. So what we have discussed is, firstly we have discussed about oceans. So oceans are a vast interconnected water bodies. The largest and the deepest ocean is the Pacific Ocean. The smallest is the Arctic Ocean, which is the shallowest also. Then we have studied about seas. So what are seas? So as compared to oceans, seas are smaller but a large water body of salt water. The largest sea in India is the Arabian Sea, and the smallest is the Andaman Sea. And when we talk about the world, the largest is the Philippine Sea and the smallest is the Sea of Marmara. Now we'll know about the river. So what are river? So river is a large natural flowing body of fresh water. So very important thing, my dear students, rivers have fresh water. River waters are the waters that we use in our daily life, that travels through a defined channel on the earth's surface. So here, if you will see, my dear student, both the sides are the plains, and there's a channel through which the river flows. The river basically originates from a mountain or a hill or a glacier. As the snow on the mountains or hill melts, water starts flowing in small streams. When these streams join together, what they form? They form a river. So let's understand now again. Rivers are the large streams which flow on a particular path called course. So this path is technically called a course. Then river starts its journey from high ground sources like a mountain or a glacier. As the snow on the mountains or hill melts, water flows into small streams. When these small streams join together, they form a river. And during its journey, a river grows in size because it flows through a channel. So जहाँ पे भी उसको जगह ज़्यादा मिलेगा, वो उस जगह पे क्या करेगा? Automatically expand कर जाएगा. As the other river join it in the hill. और जितनी भी छोटी छोटी नदियाँ जो हैं वो माउंटेन से फ्लो करती हैं, तो वो सब धीरे धीरे क्या होती है, जहाँ पे भी उनको मिलती हैं वो आपस में दूसरे के मिल जाती हैं. Some may join the main river in the plains. These rivers are known as tributaries. And the mouth, so these are few terms associated with the river. The first one is the course, the second one is a tributary, and the third one is the mouth of a river. So what is a tributary? So when the rivers flow during its journey, their size increases as these rivers get merged to many small rivers that flows through the hill. Some may join the main river in the plain. So these rivers are known as tributaries. And the mouth of a river is a place where the river ends its journey and join another big water body, which can be a sea or an ocean. So these rivers that start their journey from the mountains, the place where they get merged with the sea or the ocean, is known as the mouth of a river. And these are very important terminologies for you to understand, my dear students, because gradually in your classes, in your grades, these will be taught to you in very much detail. Like tributaries, there will be n number of tributaries that we will learn, and in exams these are very scoring part. I will also cover in my gradual video so that there is no lot of overburdening of information on you all. So the largest river in India, the largest and the longest in India is Ganges, which is also known as Ganga, and the biggest river in the world. So when we refer to, in general, my dear students, you would have heard that the largest river in the world is the river Nile. So river Nile is basically the longest river, but the biggest river in terms of water depth is the Amazon river in South America, and the longest river is the Nile river in Africa. Then we will talk about lakes. So what are lakes? So if you will see in this picture, what difference do you see? So basically the lakes are surrounded by land, and in the middle we have a standing water that is basically enclosed or covered by the land on all the sides. So lake is a significant body of standing water situated in a landlocked basin, larger and deeper than a pond. Lakes are large water bodies which are surrounded by land on all the sides. And the lakes are basically two type: fresh water and salt water. Freshwater lakes are lakes that contains fresh water. The water is not salty. The example is Lake Superior in North America. Salt water contains water that is salty. For example, Sambar Lake in Rajasthan. And the largest freshwater lake is Wular Lake in Jammu and Kashmir. The largest brackish lake is Chilka Lake in Odisha, and the country's longest is Lake Vembanad Lake in Kerala. Then we'll know about the ponds. So what are ponds? These are smaller water bodies that are again surrounded by land, are called ponds, and these ponds are smaller than the lakes. Then we'll know about the glaciers. So glaciers are large bodies of ice that contains a significant amount of Earth's fresh water. As we discussed in the river, the formation of river is how does a river gets formed. The ice that gets melts from the glacier, which is there in mountains or very high hills. So these water, when they flow through the stream, through a channel, they form river. And when multiple such water channels combine, they form a very big river. Then water located beneath the earth's surface is called the groundwater. Then what are waterfalls? So waterfalls is a place where a river or stream abruptly and vertically drops from a higher elevation to a lower one. So this is a waterfall. So what do you see here? So basically here the water is falling from a higher stream to a lower one. So Jog Fall in Karnataka, Dudhsagar Fall in Goa are prominent example of waterfalls in India. And I'm extremely sorry, my dear students, since I told that Navratri has started, so there are functions in the place where I stay. So therefore this background sound is there. The largest waterfall in the world is Victoria Falls on the Zambezi River. Then Angel Fall in Venezuela holds the record for the tallest waterfall, and Kanchikal Falls in India is the tallest waterfall in India. Then what are reservoirs? So basically the dams that are created by human beings are reservoirs where waters are stored. So artificial lakes or large bodies of water created by dams used for water storage. And what are wetlands? Areas where the land is saturated with water either permanently or seasonally, such as marshes and swamps, are called wetlands. So we have completed our today's topic, our today's learning. Do like the video, share with your friends and families, subscribe my channel. We'll meet very soon with another topic. Tab tak ke liye bye bye and take care.